line gone until I passed out. Is that not entertainment?
I come from the Midwest, and yes,
Okay,
that is a Saturday night.
that's a Saturday night for most of Pennsylvania. You're not from either corner, then yeah. All right, your jammers for at the Charms and Cakes Jammer line first time around are numbers 1.618 I Am Pain versus number 18 Vanessa V Diva Sights. Did I get that right the first time?
You did?
Wow. I don't even know what the heck I'm saying yet.
Enjoy this moment of calm, ladies and gentlemen. It will end soon enough. Henceforth, we shall know nothing but chaos.
I think it's very kind of Charm City to give a bit of a lead out of the gate like this. I don't think it's necessary.
That's really nice. It's some sort of tax credit thing from the feds.
It's part of the stimulus that's going around.
All right, 2:15 to 0. But hey, we've been underdogs before, Baltimore.
It's anybody's game.
Very well spoken. It's still anybody's game, obviously. 2:15. We've seen that in 2-3 jams. No sweat. So hey, if you bought yourself a VIP ticket and wandered into the VIP room to purchase yourself some wine, you got it from Wine Underground. Big thanks to them for providing the wine. Also, bad decisions, slinging pit beef, pit ham, pit whatnot, any kind of meat you want, they'll put it in a pit and slice it off for you.
And Natty Boat braised brats. I had one.
Their European branch has been caught up in some controversy for selling pit horse, but I mean, just pure other animals here. Nothing weird like animals you're not used to. That'd be crazy.
No unicorn.
Right, the score is now screensaver to screensaver. No, it's not moving. That's just a regular old background.
I think they want us to marvel in the infinite cosmos and ponder how we not only fit in the world, but in the universe as a whole, while we really kind of clear our minds, refocus for the sport we're working on.
So for those of you who bought tickets having heard how action-packed... Oh, okay.
All right, we're suddenly pulled away from eternity. To sit and look at a 0-0, which is in itself a form of eternity as well.
It's like the abyss is looking back into us.
Oh my God. Nietzsche.
Those aren't 2 zeros. They're eyes.
Good thing we've been drinking.
They're pupilless eyes.
So this is the dead woman here?
There we go. Yes!
Wow, this is more action than we've seen in at least 5 minutes.
Yes, I am painted the horse apart.
On the beat, and she is your initial lead jammer of the night. Having been a speed skater before she was a roller derby champion.
Sights though is also off the path looking for anywhere but the stomach up because it was caught. There's 2 bolts.
My gosh, they just form right up. They are hungry for conflict. Jamming for the Charm City All-Stars. The one nothing but number 187.
Watch your mouth.
I can't. I'm behind it.
Number 85 with the star, that is Teflon Donovan.
Butts with one beat. She is your lead jammer.
Teflon Donovan wasn't a little punch, he got pushed back. She was the next one, they picked him up on the caboose. He gets out, of course. He has the hard and established the butts now looking for a way to get through the front. Won the pass.
Couple for Philly as well. 6-2 after 2 jams. At the Charm City Cakes Jammer line, I Am Pain returns for for Charm City. Oh, and that's Antidote. For the Liberty Bells. It's gonna take me a while to get used to the names. Black on turquoise doesn't quite stand out like some things I've seen before. So I'm gonna sound like an idiot for a while.
Get used to it. It takes a while. It takes a season or two.
Just gotta have patience here. Look.
Not sure if there was some Philly fans in the crowd or just excited because I am Pain is right behind her. And that could change as it enters the pack. Besides the call before, 0-0 game.
Probably some of both.
Another Butt's wearing a scarf for Charm City All-Stars. Finding a good fight, but the odds are stacked against her.
Devoid of Mercy was honest with each hammer. She's back to engage in the pack. She gets in the middle. She decides it's a blow on the charm to contend with. She gets knocked back. She should come around. Looks like that punch is out. I was careful.
Boy, Mercy calls it off, seeing Nothing Butts approaching back to back. And it's not only a tie game, it's technically a palindrome.
Hey, that works. Drink it.
Celebrate how you might.
About day miracle.
I am Pain on the line for Charm City Sights for Philly.
Alternate route through the pack and it pays off for beating the sights. The Liberty Bells on lead jammer once again.
I am Pain still with a couple of beat, having trouble doing so.
Thanks for the word. Charm was trying to break the pack up. We saw the group hold back. They would see if they could get an out of bounds for Charm's jammer. Timing didn't just work out. 4-point pass for Philly.
Sights calls it off after picking up 4, 10-6 in favor of Philly. Nothing Butts back in the Charm City Gates jammer line.
Her home away from home.
the All-Stars at 6:32.
Momentum. Philly has it.
There's something to be said for that.
Yep.
32-6. Although, I mean, first and foremost, I'm going to say this anybody's game.
Clearly.
I mean, it's no 0-2-15, but
Even then. Lord of Mercy is barely a lead jammer.
interesting contact hit there.
Susie Powell at the Charm City Gates Jammer line for the first time tonight. Versus, is that Vanessa Seitz? I took a guess.
I'm going to go with a yes.
I saw an 8.
It's a rare thing that Sam Repwell gets in the way and you can't see past him, but there it is.
Maybe Susie Powell should be sent out more often. She is your lead jammer, Charm City.
Really, they're not giving much distance there.
Calling it off as she meets the pack. Score remains 32-6 in favor of the Liberty Bells.
Coach Paul Williams really having a quick conversation with the referee.
Teflon Donna and I Am Pain are your jammers for this next jam. Lined up in the Charm City Gate Jammer. Teflon Donna with a really fast start to the inside. She is your lead jammer.
I.M. Payne gets pushed on, has to spin around. She gets past the lead, gets him back to the pack, pushes her way through. It is a legal pass. Again, she might have to track back.
Teflon Donna. The cut's not complete. Is it no?
That's a major track back.
Yes.
I feel good about that. I think that's what it was.
Of course it's a major. There's no minor.
That's what I'm saying. It was pretty significant.
That would make this what's called a power jam for Charm City, as they are the only ones with a jammer out there who picked up 5 points on that one. Charm City finally returning to the idea of scoring.
Philly certainly took advantage of the power jam that they had. Charm City's trying to return the favor right now. Libby faces not going to make it too easy at the back of the pack there, but I.M. Payne is around, gets to the outside, gets three headers legally.
Playing with one to beat, and she does so, picking up another 5 points for Charm City.
Teflon Donna is back, has got 4 points on that pass. That's not right. I.M. Payne is not on the inside and is still down.
Line band sheet from the coaching staff and East Coast Ambulance. Checking on I.M. Payne. You know full well, ladies and gentlemen, how these ladies put themselves at risk for the sake of the camaraderie, to entertain you, putting it on the line just for the love of it. I Am Pain is alert, and she's being helped up. Leaving the track on her own 2 feet. Having a seat being tended to by East Coast Ambulance. We'll get you an update as soon as we have it, but thankfully it looked like things are not quite as frightening as it first looked.
I was terribly frightened, yes.
We return to action with the score being 41-16 in favor of the Liberty Bells.
Life is for the skating.
Nuck and Futz at the Charm City Case Jammer line versus Vanessa V. Diva Sights, who is your lead jammer. Nuck and Futz not far behind her.
Capitalizing on the grief of the Charm City
Sights
Roller
calls
Girls.
it off after picking up a quick 4 points. Holly Go Hardly at the Charm City Cakes Jammer line, a crowd favorite versus number 247, Devoid of Mercy. I'm starting to get it.
Oh, you got this.
The score, 16-45, a great year if you don't want to go through the trouble of discovering America, but you still want to show up before it gets all popular.
Mr. Hellcat's choice of Philadelphia music from Dead Milkman, not distracting Holly Go Hardly from her scoring duties.
And that is a difficult thing.
She's your lead jammer with a couple to beat. And she's got 4 for Charm City. Calls it off. Brings your score to 45-20 in favor of Philadelphia.
That was good eyes. She got her on the track. Good positional awareness. Philly decides, we're going to take that line. Get out there very quickly.
With bated breath for the whistle to blow.
It's not that exciting.
It is. It's more exciting than I'm letting on. I'm downplaying it, and my goodness, Philly rockets to the front.
Antidote is your lead jammer. Nuck and Futt still trying to work herself through the pack and taking the outside. 1 to beat. Antidote making her first scoring approach. Nuck and Futt is out on her national pass. Antidote smack in the middle of the pack, calls it off after making it through.
Seems to be the theme this first half. It's that quick couple of points. That's enough for this. We don't want to be greedy. We're going to take a couple. We're just going to slow it down. Get a couple more
Admirable
slower.
restraint. A lot of people like to make a big production of things.
So you're saying it's a strength of character to hold that reserve so close?
Absolutely, yes, yes. You don't want to be ostentatious.
No.
Said Scary Marty in the sequin jacket.
Holly Go Hardly and Teflon Donna are your jammers for this jam. Holly Go Hardly still in the back trying to take the inside or the center, whatever she can. Teflon Donna forced out a couple of times.
My goodness. So much violence, so much aggression, so many falls.
Very much a blockers jam. Holly Go Hardly is now your lead jammer. The hometown Baltimore crowd starts making noise for their All-Stars.
I believe that was Castro the pivot sent to Philly for a forearm. We're going to find out.
It's an F16. And a cut track penalty for Selentry.
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 I know. Let's have the fun.
She was a rival of Mozart's, right?
All right. Paul Williams for Philly. Don't call it a timeout. I would stop the game to listen to this song.
It's definitely a good one. It really takes us back, doesn't it?
a good time to remind you of something entirely unrelated to what's going on. If you need a photographer and you trust the judgment of the Charm City Roller Girls, you're going with One Rock Studios.
I would.
If you need just a headshot, I'm sure One Rock could do it, but soft touch photography, they're our choice for headshots. So if you're looking for a pelvic view, maybe One Rock is your choice? I don't know.
Well, I think that you don't want a soft touch in that particular instance. That's just me.
Maybe it's just that soft touch photography hasn't tried pelvic pictures yet.
I just know that I can speak from experience. One Rock plays a little rough.
Okay.
Yeah. So you just got to gauge it by your own, level of interest, how experimental you're feeling.
Dirty Marty, the voice of experience.
Thank goodness they're skating.
Sights on the line for Billy, trying to get through the front. She's able to do it, and she does it legally. She becomes your lead jammer. Duck and Fut's almost there, though.
Still a one to beat.
Oh my goodness! Oh, jeez! I can't even tell you the emotions I experienced just now.
That's going in the journal when I get home.
Duck and Fut's getting sent to the ground as hard as an anvil, and then she bounces right up like a sprint. I only know metaphors I've seen in Warner Brothers cartoons. It just seems to me, I'm really glad that Taylor Swift doesn't play roller derby, because if she were out there, she would be appalled at the number of women who were not trying to help her. It's just like trying to hurt her, actually, and knock her down. It would break her poor heart. And it would also break the heart shape that she was making with her fingers.
That's her preliminary reason, would be that?
That's it. She hates to see women not helping other women, and there's 50% of the women are actually hindering her. It would kill her.
I'm gonna warn people right now about the delicious,
like 17 a phase out there.
The delicious pretzels that are being sold in the vendor room. I think they've caused Dirty Marty to say what he's been saying. He's clearly on another plane tonight, and I swear I saw an official call a face mask penalty. So
salt overload.
Be very careful. There wasn't even any salt on that. Maybe that was the problem. Sodium deficiency. In any case, there is roller derby going on.
Holly Goldhardley fighting the good fight, fighting the bad fight, fighting every fight you can think of, all the way to the penalty box.
Trying to buy their
Cutting
time.
track penalty for Holly Goldhardley.
Devoid of Mercy is back in. Just like that.
Good. Just fought her way through a sardine can of a pack.
I believe that was Colleen Best outside of the zone of engagement. Big contact with the jammer. That is why she's sent to the penalty box. We have 5 points right now. Some folks call that a grand slam.
Holly Goldhardley with 4 points in her return to the track. I am having as much trouble as all of you following what's going on this time around.
It is powerfully strange out there.
Not to mention, Holly Goldhardley doesn't move like your typical roller derby competitor. She's got moves all of her own.
She tessers across the track.
Looks like that one took a toll on Holly Goldhardley. We might not see her for a couple of jams. Nuck and Putz at the Charm City Kings jammer line.
Up against Teflon Donna, who is skating roller derby before you ever heard the term.
You better work out for an elbows penalty.
Just like Macho Man Randy Savage.
Teflon Donna is your lead jammer one more time. Nuck and Putz also having made her initial pass.
I had to take a moment for, Randy Savage that you brought him up. I just needed something, but somebody who is able to come back in. Best is on the track. Trying to even it out a little bit. Teflon Don looks to the bench, he gets the call, decides to end the jam right there.
If you want to keep track of your Charm City All-Stars, make sure to pick up the full color, hyper glossy program, several pages long, certainly more than I can count, available at a very reasonably priced. I believe I saw several roller girls selling them out here among the crowd. And yes, the Ghostbusters theme is playing, so what on earth are we supposed to think about but that?
I can't. It's not a one, it's a can.
I'm thinking the most horrible things about the EPA right now.
Shut it down.
Well, there's Antidote. She's your lead jammer.
And I am Hank, jamming for the Charm City All-Stars. Just held together by duct tape. It's a cliche joke that I would normally avoid, but it's literally true.
What can it fix at this point?
Tim Allen was right.
I am Pain in the early stages of mummification. Vanessa Seitz and Nuck and Futz at the Charm City Kings jammer line.
Nuck and Futz taking Sykes' number and adding a 7 to it, but it turns out that 7 was just weighing her down because the artist formerly known as V Diva has lead jammer.
It's a nice little barn door trick right there from Olivia Face. Opens on the outside. V Diva shoots through, closes back up.
Nuck and Futz completed her pass. A lot of contact with the floor within the pack. That's the end of whatever that was. Eight minutes remaining in this first half. 75-30 in favor of Philadelphia. I Am Pain back at the Charm City Kings jammer line.
Jamming at the forefront, drawing enemy fire.
She is your sole jammer at the moment.
Yeah, that was Sykes who was sent to the box for an illegal procedure. So we do have a power jam.
There's I Am Pain with lead jammer status established.
Approaching the pack, getting thwarted immediately, but no, she cuts to the inside. She's almost through. Can she make it? Only her screams can help her.
5-point grand slam for Charm City as they begin to chip away at the deficit that stands before them.
Bopain was doing a nice job of defense. She's going to get an opportunity again as she's trying to hold the outside, gets moved around.
Yes.
Another 5 points for Charm City.
Free Radical goes to the penalty box. She was out of play when she made that last bit of contact, so she's got to sit for 1 minute.
That's the end of that jam. 75-42 in favor of Philly. Nuck and Futz and Teflon Donna are at the Charm City Kings jammer line. 6 1/4 minutes left in this half.
Dr. Futz looks for a possible move. She just goes back and forth. She's not going to find an easy entree through the pack.
No, she's not. Oh my goodness.
Teflon Donna trying to find one, and she does to the inside.
Oh shit, putting her body on the line.
Susie Powell back out at the Charm City Kings jammer line against number 100. I should know this by now. Antidote.
You got it.
I know all the names. I'm just trying to connect them to the numbers.
If you can read them under the
I'm
lights.
starting to see the numbers. My eyes are adjusting.
Antidote doing a nice bit of a push if she can get around. Nice
Oh,
defense.
goodness. Anything can happen.
And did.
You better work. Push it. Antidote around.
Susie Powell ducks a couple of opponents. Sees your lead jammer.
You are correct to be excited, Charm City fans.
Taking the outside. A couple to beat. Susie Powell sent back to the back of the pack.
Billy switches to a nice defensive mode, allows Antidote to make a move up. Middle switches inside. Now she's through, but she's got to get back around. Susie Powell with a very smart move. Push as far as she can. Calls it while gaining 5 points in the process.
Holly Go Hartley rested up and back in the Charm City Gates jammer line versus Vanessa Seitz.
Sights casually intimidating over the top of Holly Go Hartley.
Oh, goodness. Lead jammer goes to Philly once again.
Deb seriously goes to the penalty box for a low block.
Deb. Seriously?
Oh, yeah. Sights gets some points on the outside. Calls that for a gain of 2, possibly 3.
All right, everybody forming up for a really cool line dance.
V
Charm City Cakes jammer line.
V Diva wanted to make sure I said a very special hello to Evil Kitty, who drove all the way here from Scranton.
Wow.
I know, just to see Sights in her first new name debut.
Oh, man.
Is there a story with the new name?
You know, if there is, they don't tell me.
Just a decision.
Life is full of it.
Hello, Baltimore.
The tattered remains of I Am Pain. Just put together enough to qualify as a lead jammer.
You do not just stand there when you better work is around.
That Gloria Graham executed a fantastic hit on I Am Pain, and then you better work. Just set the world afire.
Alan Payne with a nice pass along the inside, picks up another 5 points. While you better work holding it down with the back end in front of Antidote.
It's the most noise we've heard in Baltimore since Ed Reed was a Raven.
Oh my gosh, I Am Pain churning forward. And she does it again. 5 more points for the great city of Baltimore.
Still 45 seconds left in this bout if it goes to the distance.
Antidote is at the back of the pack, looking at the time, gets bumped to the inside. Nice hold up by the defense. No pack is called, so the jammer had an opportunity. Antidote could not make anything of it.
Multiple bodies on the track.
Oh my goodness.
I Am Pain taking full advantage of a weak outside. Another 5 points for Charm City. This gap is nearly closed.
Will she have
On
enough
one
time?
more pass, 2 to beat. Taking the inside.
There's the jam. 4 more points for I Am Pain. The Charm City All-Stars.
I Am Pain.
76 to 78.
Bandits and damage still. A serious weapon for Charm City. Bringing them within 2.
We have time for one more jam in this half, ladies and gentlemen. And then, good God, we gotta do it all again.
You said that it's a back hold.
It's an exhausting thing. Bam Bam has an extraordinary constitution. You know this good discussion. gentlemen, the first jam in the seats, and then history was erased.
There's the abyss again.
My God, the scoreboard is full of stars.
We'll have to start all over again.
Well, what are you gonna do? You know?
It's 0-0. First jam of the first half. Oh, wait. I know, it wasn't 0-0 then either. It was 2:15 this
I
evening.
think this is more psychological. They want to see how well they play when they don't know what's going on.
Exactly. This is a more pure version of holiday.
Never mind that, it's back.
This philosophical exercise has drawn to a most unsatisfactory conclusion.
Why is there 129
Or
on the
has
jam
it?
clock? Okay, we're 31 seconds into the first jam, apparently.
People are excited for the after party, and it's now sudden death.
Yes, the after party at the Lighthouse, I want to say inn,
Tavern.
possibly tavern.
Barely a block away from here.
The Lighthouse establishment.
Drinkery. And already, five seconds into the second half, we have a timeout. Presumably an official one.
Big shout out to
No,
Ref
never
Sputin.
mind.
Ref Sputin from the District of Columbia, head refereeing this bout. Doing fantastic work, keeping these ducks in a row and herding those cats and heck, any other animal metaphors you can think of.
Jam clock reset. We've started, and I Am Pain is your first lead jammer of the second half.
With one arm strapped behind her back.
With the just established Charm City lead.
That was a joke I stole from Big Rack Attack at the merchandise table. She told it to me, I gotta credit her.
Oh, I Am Pain takes a hard fall, calls it off, and is not getting up yet.
There's an arithmetic conflict between
All right, she's getting up with help, but she's clearly in pain.
She couldn't use pressure
I
on the
am
one
pain.
arm.
There's some laughter happening too. It's not possibly not that bad. Maybe the decision to replace duct tape with actual bandages was not a good idea. All right, Teflon Donna and Nugget Butts are your lead jam. Oh my God, silence. I feel naked.
Man, Lee Jammer goes to Teflon Donna. That woman is a menace.
You almost sounded disappointed with that,
No,
Marty.
I resigned to it, you know? It's, what are you gonna do?
You get used to it, I gotta say. Trying to make a move up the middle, goes along that inside, gets Olivia Pace out of the way. You better say, get away from me, shoves it to the inside. Nugget Putz looks like she was trying to skate limbo one or something.
Multiplayer block called on number 8. Mo Payne.
Free radical. There we go.
Oh, that makes a difference. Vanessa Seitz up very quickly. She is out in front as your lead jammer. Philly has retaken the lead. They are at 86 points, 79 points. For Charm City, I Am Pain is through.
Oh my God, Holly going
Lots of
hard.
bodies hitting the floor.
I've said it before, we need to, everybody, you need to write to your city council member to have them put a blue light camera here between turns 1 and 2 because there's just too much violence occurring out here on the track. It is shocking.
90-79. 11-point lead for the Philadelphia Liberty Bells.
Oh, and just as soon as we started, the jam ends with an official timeout.
Yeah,
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very important message during this official timeout. The Craig Willinger Fund, one of CCRG's sponsors, would like to thank CCRG for becoming a partner in helping make dreams come true for young soccer fans with cancer. CW Fund is proud to announce that they'll be sending 2 honorees to Madrid, Spain this April, including Sandra Frangos of Dundalk, Maryland. Thanks to the Charm City Roller Girl skaters, officials, and fans for helping make dreams come true. So you've all done a great job just by showing up to buy a ticket tonight for the Craig Willinger Fund.
All right, nice work by the whiteboard and NSO's referees, every official out there. Number 8, Mo Payne, was in the box. She thought she was sent. She was not. They just decided to bring her back out. So you can play, come on, is what they said.
My gosh, it is hard to parse the conflict going on in that pack, but my goodness, Philly is doing an excellent job maneuvering.
Antidote with 5 full points as Nugget Butts is having trouble even with her initial pass.
Antidote looking for a little redemption this half.
Charm City's got to find a way to get more poisonous. It doesn't work. Antidote conquers all.
Ducking Buck still looking for any way to go. She's got a rotation of 4. Damage zone with the last bit of hit right there. Then it was Olivia Pace almost able to catch a break. No pack was called, but very quickly it regrouped.
Oh my goodness, still more. 5 more points for Antidote and the Liberty Bells.
Looks like we've got a blocker apiece going up.
I'd like to see balance there. That's nice.
I believe battery operated was for clockwise blocking, and then we had forearm for Philly very quickly. Lady Kaboom just taking an extra moment to be like, are you okay?
Several skaters huddling together for warmth. Payne getting pushed to the outside by Philly blockers. She's got just a little bit longer to go. And yes, lead jammer goes to Payne.
The boy Mercy got set to the inside. She had to reset herself at the back. She's going to come back in. That is number 85, Teflon Garner.
City. Susie Powell and Vanessa Seitz in terms of the case Chamberlain.
Still anybody's game, I dare say. Oh. Timeout for the Charm City All-Stars. Ginger on! Ladies and gentlemen, if you consider purchasing one of our programs, then you absolutely should. You've seen the excellent work displayed by Ferdinand Guerrero. Get them to bring your program just for your family or for your kickball league if people are still doing that or whatnot. About Chi Acupuncture is a great place to get people to study just a little bit over a long length of time.
Looks like the officials are posing for a picture in case anybody in the Charm City bench wants chance to get a good view of it.
I think I've
So
seen
they're
that.
proposing to like ladies.
Apparently
It
didn't work.
looked more like an MKOTB album cover.
Oh my God! Yeah, except they need acid wash.
CCRG, WFTDA. What? Huh?
I swear what it was.
WTMD and Bout skates worn by Liam Payne, Oak Chick, Quick Check, Kitty like a cool and battery operated by those skates. Yeah.
You should do that. I'm going to go hard and try to make a move. She got held back. It looks like Sykes is out. Premier Alex Miller wants to see what the Panthers going to do. So the Sykes, I think I'll go now.
In a speed skating situation now.
This Sykes small bit of water by any measure. Right now, Charm City All-Stars see the return of the one and only 1.618. I am Pain.
Oh, somebody likes her.
Lot of architecture fans in there. They have no idea what's going on with the sport, but have a note of enthusiasm.
Point of mercy. Taken out on the inside. Hitting the track. Back in it.
And unfortunately, there's not going to be better work. Not a good place to be.
But emerges as the lead jammer nonetheless. I am Payne also having made her initial pass. Point of mercy. Picks up a few points and calls it off. Tonight's bout is not being broadcast live, but is being videotaped by a gentleman named Zach, who not only was responsible for the video that won Charm City Roller Girls a billboard from MGH Advertising, he also just got married.
Wow.
In fact, or no, his wife just had a baby. That's what it was.
And many
He
things
just
happen.
became a father
Either way, life-changing either way.
and came straight to the bout from it.
And he finally completed his very first birdhouse.
That's what happens when you leave something important with a lot of details to the announcers without anything in writing. You'll get about 70% of it if you're lucky.
We aim kind of like the crowds. Halligan Hartley said to the penalty box, hands.
They give us important details to announce and give us more beer,
So,
setting us up for failure. DJ Hellcat providing movement.
40 points between them, 21 to play. That's a lot of time.
DJ Mr. Hellcat playing something hypnotizing for us here.
It's like audio velocitation. All I'm going to get from the Black Panther. This is a recipe for disaster.
All right, lead jammer status goes to Philly. That would be the antidote. Susie Powell also having made her initial pass. Antidote back in the pack. Threading their way through. One to beat. And she City. Hollywood Hartley also sent to the penalty box. But the lone jammer on the track is now Susie Powell.
Oh, shit. Goes to the penalty box. Get a little thin out there.
Susie Powell taking advantage of this power jam for as long as it lasts for her. Stationary pack.
Nick's blessing. She's got a lot of Philly blockers to get through.
Nice work by the Philly defense. Everybody taking a turn.
Susie Powell only getting help from T2 Ellie back and you better work. Nonetheless, she does make it through for another 5 points.
No, it promised to better work. Something she is going out to the penalty box now.
That is a considerable loss for the Charm City All-Stars.
Power jam is over. 4 points for Philadelphia. As Antioch wastes no time making herself.
Oh my goodness, in the last moment, Susie Powell gets sent to the penalty.
Can I just tell you, I know he's from South America, but he's Italian.
I think so.
I think it was like a compromise kind of thing.
He already made one full pass there.
His last name is Maloney or something.
Boyardee.
Boyardee.
Chef Boyardee. Chef Boyardee, ladies and gentlemen.
But this one does judge.
Oh my goodness, knocking way up, knocking off the track and back up. Oh my gosh, such critical impact. Steals the delay. A 5-point jam for the Teflon Donna. Put her on the witness stand and she don't remember nothing.
Another try for Teflon Donna.
What do you think of my guy? They're going around.
Yeah, she calls it off.
Yeah, interesting strategy. Calls it off, gets the sign from the bench. That means we're going to have sights out there. Only Jammer standing in the motion chart. So, is the advantage that is the question?
Things get terribly, terribly complicated. Ladies and gentlemen, Charm City and Philadelphia have faced themselves several times over the years. Every time Charm City has come up short. One time, in 2009, Charm City came out on top.
There was an instant clarification right down in front of you. Someone said the track said, no, that was one.
We'll come back to the history of the rivalry.
Vanessa Sites is your lead jammer.
Vanessa Sykes shares a last name with comedian Marta Sykes, who used to work for the Air Force National Security Agency, which is way closer to Baltimore and Fort Lee, Maryland than it is to Philadelphia. So you know she's going to be feeling some sort of conflict.
Good God, Marty. How did you weave that one?
With majesty.
The Flying Dog beer.
You know, it's good when the sponsor leaves, he just says, my God, beer! And still makes you go, what more do you need to say?
Devoid of Mercy and I Am Pain at the Charm City Kings Camberley.
Are there any I Am Pain fans in the audience tonight? Oh!
All right, I Am Pain fans. Your noise has been rewarded with lead camera status. Your
Use
favorite
your
one.
power wisely. This is important, ladies and gentlemen. Derby News Network is watching this one. Yes, I am paid. This is going to affect rankings from here on in. Time out for the third. Because the silhouette of the current Sylvester Stallone would be too heavy to carry.
Sly on a stick.
Sly on a Get it at your local fairground.
It's for the kids. All right, Vanessa Seitz, Nuck and Futz, the latter of which is your lead famer. Oh, wow! Vanessa Seitz to the penalty box. Power jam for Charm City. Oh, wait. Nuck and Futz sent to the penalty box. This will send Vanessa Seitz back out. Now a power jam for Philadelphia. Baltimore's fans are pissed. The officials have made enemies of themselves to this crowd.
Sport rules and the referee's decisions are final. Oh my goodness. Baltimore fans, Holly Go Hardly has now been sent to the box, so make of that what you will.
Nuck and Futz is back out already because he only has to spend as much time in the penalty box as Vanessa Seitz did, which is almost nothing. So, there's Nuck and Futz scores again. 5 points for Charm City. This crowd's emotions have been turned back and forth too many times within the past 60 seconds. Everyone's confused. We don't even know what we're watching anymore.
My vision is clouded by tears and beer.
Who are you? I don't even know what's going on here.
Living with dogs. 4 more points on that pass. Though to be outdone, Nuck Futz picks up 4 on her pass as well. And another 4 now for Philly.
25 more seconds of this madness going on.
Lopez gets that in the box, out of play, penalty.
Five points for Vanessa Seitz. That is the end of that jam.
And we breathe a collective sigh.
154-114 in favor of the Philadelphia Liberty Bells.
I believe that's an official timeout, if I'm not mistaken. The referee's definitely taking a side in the East Coast, West Coast hip-hop battle.
A lot of former Charm City Roller Girls attending this bout, as usual. To my right here, between the announcer's table and the Charm City bench, would be Maya Bloody Valentine, who I believe now is with the DC Roller Girls. The illustrious Nurse Wretched is standing in front of this scoreboard near the announcer's table.
Near that, to the left of the announce table, trying to avoid attention, is the one and only original night terror, Sister Midnight. Who may or may not be my fiance.
Go with it.
I'm not saying anything one way or another. Y'all just look into that yourself.
Grand Theft Auto, of course, watching the action.
Fatal Attraction, another night terror, not the original list.
I believe I saw in these skies. There she is. Oh, there's another one I can only remember her real name, which never happens with Roller Girls. Dixie Rocket is here.
As well as Oi Faye.
That timeout was just to clarify the box. There's another minute added.
I Am Pain is your lead jammer. She does not skate alone. Teflon Donna has also made her initial pass.
Nice bit of work from Salentia there.
I Am Pain calls it off. As we set up the next jam, Holly Go Hardly in the Charm City Gigs jammer line. versus devoid of mercy. 247.
It's a rarity in this sport these days, but we see the pivots that put up at the pivot line. At least there was one out there. There's the other one.
Holly Go Hartley races up to the front of the pack to get lead camera status for Charm City.
But Mercy now doing her best to catch up if she can. Getting around, she's got to make speed.
Holly Go Hartley makes her first scoring pass, calls it off before Devoid of Mercy can make it back to the pack.
Seems to be the theme tonight.
Yep. Score quickly and scatter, like many creepy men in Baltimore. Just a guess. Sorry, I've been hanging out in the county for too long lately. Sorry, I know the gentlemen of Canton tend to be more fine than that, right? Right? Not no Donald Square, maybe.
Vanessa sides out in front as your lead singer.
I am Pain, not far behind her.
Nope. She's got a nice little bit of a flip going. It's like a 3-on-3 in the pack. Nice move. Them seriously trying to get a piece of give it a work.
I am Pain takes the inside for 4 points. She is not Lee Jammer.
Goodness gracious.
Philly picks up 2.
Philly's lead down to 31. Still 9.5 minutes left in this competition. Holly Go Hartley back at the Charm City Gates camera line.
We've already seen a significant lead from Philly disappear earlier, where the question now is, are they going to be able to hold on to that with the 9 minutes remaining?
Right now, according to Derby News Network, Philadelphia is ranked number 9 in the United States of America. No, the world. And Charm City Roller Girls ranked number 11.
It's usually like that.
That's always just outside the reach of Charm City. And look at what's happening! Holly Go Hartley taking the pedal, applying it to the metal.
Holly Go Hartley, one of the most nimble skaters Charm City has.
Started out in the District of Columbia, learning her skills on the rough and tumble political scene. Ladies and gentlemen, Holly Go Hartley of the Charm City All-Stars, bringing the points home to Baltimore.
I Am Pain is back out of the Charm City Gates jammer line versus number 85, Teflon Donna.
Do not turn your back on Teflon Donna.
They all are right now.
It's very unwise. You can crack a half dozen eggs in there with no oil. Slide right out.
Teflon Donna does a good job of
What are
staying
you
inbounds
talking
on
about?
the inside line 2 times. She's your lead jammer, Dirty Money.
Teflon, son.
Payne gets pushed to the inside, has to recycle all the way to the back, but she makes a bit of a move right there. Pack is spread out. Teflon Donna's able to take good advantage of that as she picks up 5 points on the pass. But we're going to see as the pack regroups. I Am Payne trying to get up in the middle. She's got 1 more to pass if she can do it. Nice bit of recycling damage. Donna's able to get in, looks for the 20 feet. She's not yet. She's going to keep on hitting.
Teflon Donna's only opponent is her fellow jammer. I Am Pain,
I
who
Am
does the
Pain
damn thing
takes her out.
and rolls back.
But at least it looks like they're having fun.
I think so. I can't read the emotional cues out there. She pointed to her
Sisterhood.
wrist. What does that mean? Is she wearing a watch or not? My goodness gracious. I hope you've been impressed, ladies and gentlemen, by the superiority of roller derby to all other sports. Another thing that I think bears mentioning that makes roller derby very special, I defy you to find another women's sport where you are not forced to listen to "This Girl Is on Fire." Anyway, like any other sport that women play, they'll play it too. Here at roller derby, we trust you to make your own judgments about whether to be inspired or respectful without heavy-handed emotional cues.
Devoid of mercy on the front as your lead jammer.
Free Radical gets sent to the penalty box.
There's some joke about electrons to be made there, but I don't know it.
Every once in a while they shoot off.
Ah,
In this case, to the penalty box.
there we go. There we go.
Physics.
There's a testament to the Philadelphia public education system.
What doesn't it do? Oh, not a good time to be Charm City fan right now as
Nuck and Futz is in the penalty box now.
There's rarely a good time for one's jammer to go to the penalty box, but now is especially
And
bad.
yet another roll. Now Holly Go Hartley is off to the penalty box. Charm City left with no jammer and only 2 blockers.
Philly's making Devoid of mercy work
You
for
Better
herself.
Work is doing an amazing job of corralling Philadelphia's jammer for as long as she could.
Oh, and indeed, You Better Work does pick out of bounds. She is in the penalty box.
That
One blocker for Charm City.
momentarily leaves one Charm City roller
Battery
on the track.
operated the sole defender.
Free Radical is now back on the track.
Not in time to get in front on that pass. Which was about
Still only leaves 2 blockers. Free Radical and battery operated.
Nice move on that one. Devoid of mercy realized she had a little too much momentum. Didn't want the risk of a cut. Decides to call it at that point. Only about 20 seconds left in the game anyway. Thank God it wasn't very smart. And they hung it out on the bench. Listen, no high fives, Philly. It's good. Bring it in. That's all you hear. Bring it in.
Philadelphia's fans identifying themselves. Vanessa Seitz is your lead jammer.
If I am not mistaken, that is going to be a full division of skaters on the track. What about that?
That's a refreshing change in pace.
Nuck and Futz having trouble getting past the back of the pack. Vanessa Seitz weaves her way through.
The tension builds moment by moment.
Vanessa Seitz goes to the penalty box.
That's not close, okay?
That was a high block. Boy, you hit too deep net.
So it's a power jam for Nuck and Futz, who's been having a lot of trouble with Philly's blockers. So for her to take advantage of this, things are going to have to change for her.
She's already down 2 blockers as well.
Normally, Nuck and Futz are one of the most accomplished jammers for Charm City. When she gets going, when she gets open, when she gets holes, she can take advantage of it very quickly. She hasn't been afforded any momentum in quite some time.
There's not a lot to be done in Philadelphia. They are excellent.
Finally, she gets by. That was just her initial pass. So she is now eligible to score. Nearly stationary pack, and Vanessa Seitz is back out. Power jam is over before anything
Oh, your veteran work has fouled out. Is that what I heard?
Correct.
Bit of fond farewell to your veteran work, ladies and gentlemen. As I was saying before, one thing I can say for perfectly certain is that Philadelphia Little Girls announcers universally smell fantastic.
Yes.
And they're all taller than I am.
Yeah.
Very nice, and I suspect their hands are luxuriously soft. I'll report more on that after the aftermath.
Yeah, not.
Not like off-puttingly squishy. Smooth.
Teflon Donna is your lead hammer. Susie Powell also having her. Are you people even listening to us anymore?
Work it, Robert. What?
It's a power jam for blah blah as blah blah goes to the blah blah.
Susie Powell, unfortunately, with the penalty box.
As another Teflon Donna back out.
Check penalty for the top five.
And leaves a power jam for blah blah as they blah blah with it against blah blah.
Every snake on the track has been replaced by Bob Alabama.
And when you look at that, yet another blah blah for blah blah. Some of our former skaters are enjoying it this way.
That is some good work happening there.
Susie Powell sent to the penalty box. Cutting back penalty. Neither major nor minor, simply a penalty. Followed shortly on by a Hollywood Harvey.
Little multiplayer now. People been doing this more though.
The period clock has expired. The end of this game will signal the end of tonight's action.
Imminent.
It is. Professor Brother making sure that it's not losing through there.
Philly continues to score, even though they've already ensured their victory. Teflon takes it all the way to the end of the clock. Our unofficial final
Unofficial, what?
is 230 for Philadelphia,